will begin sitting comfortably, finding what that means for you. As long as your spine is long, shoulders are relaxed, let's close our eyes for these next few minutes as we get centered and ready to go. Start to deepen your breath, feel your belly expand as you inhale. And we're going to play today with this idea of support, sort of giving ourselves a theme for our entire practice today. Recognizing the support you get from your friends and your family, the support you have from me as you practice yoga, and the support you have from the earth itself, under your seat. We'll feel it under our feet, under our hands, our backs, our bellies. It's always there. It's always got us. And now lifting one arm up, turning to face it, and placing the hand on the back of your head. We're just going to use that hand like a weight. So you're not pulling on your head, but your hand is resting there and it's bringing your chin toward your collarbone. Opening up the back and side of the neck. We'll inhale up and switch sides. Exhale as you let the chin start to move just inside your shoulder. Nice deep breaths all the time throughout the entire practice. Inhale, bring it back up to the center. Place your arms by your side as you exhale. And on the inhale, we'll float them up halfway, palms up, and then exhale, turn just the palms down. Inhale, arms all the way up, clasp the hands together, and exhale as you reach, turning the palms up toward the sky. Taking one inhale here, and then exhale, let the hands float back down to the floor. Again, inhaling up halfway, palms up. Exhale, palms turn down. Inhale, reach. Fingers clasp, palms turn up as we exhale. Hold for an inhale. And exhale, hands to the floor. Now we're going to switch the fold of our legs. So the other leg is going to go on top or in front. And we'll do it again. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, palms down. Inhale all the way, hands clasp. Palms up as we reach. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, float your hands back down to the floor. One more time. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, reach. Hands clasp, palms up. Exhale. Hold for an inhale. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Good. Now we'll come on to our hands and knees, and we're going to position our wrists right below our shoulders, knees right below the hips, and we're moving into a puppy pose. So you're going to tilt your pelvis toward your shoulder as you turn that direction. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, tilt the pelvis the other direction. Inhale back to center. So you're just making a C shape with your spine. Your hips stay above your knees. You're not leaning your hips to the side. You're just tilting your pelvis. You're bringing your hip bone a little bit closer to your rib cage. Good. A couple more. Exhaling as you turn. Inhaling through the center. Exhaling to turn. Inhaling center. Good. A couple more. Moving through the greatest range of motion comfortable for you right now. Waking up the spine a little bit. And then finding neutral again, moving into a cat stretch. So we're inhaling now as we arch the back, tailbone up, head up. And then exhale, round the back. Lift the belly button strong up into your spine. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Now, you can stay with this. If this is comfortable for you, if this works, keep with it. Otherwise, we're moving to a tiger. So you're going to inhale, bring a leg up with you. And then exhale, tuck the knee toward the forehead. Inhale, same leg, lift it up behind you. You're still arching your back. And then exhale, round the back, knee toward the forehead. Inhale, arch, lift that leg. And exhale, round. Tuck the knee toward the forehead. Squeeze the belly button up strong. And now the other side. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, round the back, knee to forehead. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to forehead. Good, one more. Finishing on that exhale and bringing the knee back down to the floor. We'll step back into downward dog. So we're up on our toes, hip bones are lifting. And on the inhale, we're going to lift our heels up. And exhale, let them sink back down. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, let them drop. Now we're keeping that strong downward dog position, so your head is between your biceps. You've got two straight lines meeting right at your sit bones or your tailbone. Good. Now take a big step forward with both feet, coming into a forward fold, and inhale, reach the arms up to Tadasana. Exhale, sit down and back. We're coming to chair pose. And then inhale, up to Tadasana. Exhale, down to chair. You're sitting down and back. Inhale, back up. The knees, the hips, the ankles are all staying lined up. So you have some space between your knees. You're not letting your knees collapse together. Good. Inhale, up. Exhale to that chair, sitting lower each time. Inhale, up. Exhale to chair. And this time, hold. Shoulders away from the ears. Neutral spine. Good. Now let's bring our palms together and lower our elbows onto our thighs. Just a little variation. Good. On the inhale, we'll stand, bring the arms up, and take a step back with your left leg. Both toes are going to point forward, so double check them. We're moving into pyramid, bending right from your hip, keeping a flat back. You can rest your hands on your thigh. You're just going as low as you need to really feel that deep stretch in the front leg. So you can rest your hands on your shin. You can even reach them for the floor if they go, as long as we're keeping the spine long. We're also focusing on keeping our hips level. So what happens in this pose sometimes is the back one tries to lift up and open up to make it easier. But we want to imagine we have a glass of water on our sacrum. And we're not going to let that tip over. Good. Pressing strong into both feet. Let's inhale, step up, bring the left leg up with you, and then step back big. Turn the heel onto the floor for warrior two. So our right knee is bending, our front knee. Our left toes are pointing to the side. The right toes are pointing directly forward. Our arms are about shoulder level. And our shoulders are right on top of our hips. It's very tempting in Warrior Two, for some reason, to want to lean forward. We want to follow that front hand toward the horizon. But refrain from that. Just keep yourself steady and strong. Think about yourself being secure in this foundation, everything stacked up, supported. Good. Let's bring both hands down to the floor and step back into downward dog. Good. And then we'll move to plank on an inhale. And with the exhale, you can lower your knees to the floor. We'll lower down to the ground using our tricep strength. So elbows right by your side. Bringing your hands to your side, palms up. We'll move into a locust on an inhale, lifting your upper body up off the floor. And if you want, legs as well. You're reaching your hands towards your heels. At the same time, your heart is moving forward. Your feet are moving back. So your body's really long. Good. Let that go. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Squeeze those elbows in. Use your triceps to come up so the whole body moves together just like a plank from the knees is fine. Good. Toes curl under and we'll slide back to downward dog. Fingers are spread wide. The middle fingers are pointing forward. Good. Take a big step up with both feet. Forward fold. Good. Giving up the weight of the head and shoulders. Then with the inhale, inhaling up to standing, arms above the head. And exhale to chair. Sit down and back. Inhale up. And exhale, chair, going lower, lower, lower each time. Asking more of your legs, asking for more strength. Feel how those muscles activate to support this pose, to support your whole body, doing exactly what you're asking it to do. The entire foot presses against the floor. It's got a strong home base there. Good. And then settle in and hold. Nice deep breaths. Let's bring the palms together. Settle the elbows on the thighs. The downhill skier variation. Good. Let it go on the inhale. Stand again and exhale. Step back with the right foot. Double check that right foot that the toes are truly pointed forward. Hips stay level as we exhale and hinge forward just as far as we need to feel that stretch. You might stop here with your hands on your thigh, or you could go a little lower, hands on the shin. They're just resting there. You're not pushing too much into them. Again, imagine that glass of water on your sacrum. We're keeping it steady. Back is long. Deep, deep stretch in the front leg. Don't forget about that back leg though. You're really connecting it to your mat. Deep breaths. On the inhale, let's come up, step forward and bring the right knee up, and then step back, all the way back. Big step into warrior two. So the right toes are pointed to the side of your mat. The left toes are pointed forward. Hands about at shoulder height. And we're looking over the middle finger of the front hand. Shoulders above the hips. If you want to go lower, you go straight down rather than leaning forward. Both legs are rotating externally. So when you look down at your big toe in the front, you should still be able to see it. Your left knee is moving open to the side rather than caving in. Good. Trust that strong front leg. It's got you here. And then we'll bring both hands to the floor and step back big to downward dog. This could be a child's pose if you'd rather. Otherwise, we're really letting our heels move toward the floor. Even if they don't touch, that's okay. Good. Inhale to plank. Bring your knees down. Keep the elbows in as you exhale. Lower all the way down to the floor. Coming back to the locust. Arms by the side, palms up. On an inhale, lift. Include those legs if you'd like. Really reach the hands for the feet. Imagine that you could touch them back there. Good, and let it go. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in tight. Use your tricep strength. Lift your whole body at once. Good, toes curl under, back to down dog. Each down dog a little deeper, a little more open. They start feeling really, really good. It becomes a restful pose, believe me. Good, and then step forward, both feet into forward fold. Let go of the weight of your head and shoulders. Bend your knees a little if you need to, and then inhale, Tadasana, arms above the head, and exhale the palms together over your heart. We're going to move into a balance pose called Eagle. So crouch down a little bit and lift your left leg up and cross it over your right. Now, you can keep the toe on the floor here. This is a good level 1 if you need that extra balance. Otherwise, pick the foot up. Or eventually, we're going to wrap that foot all the way around the calf. Good, you're still sitting low. Now your hands can stay here, or you can bring your left elbow up and then put your right elbow in your left elbow and wrap your hands around as well. Good, the elbows stay at about shoulder height, so you're kind of lifting them up and then pressing your hands forward. So you start to feel a deep stretch through your back and shoulders as well. Good. It's okay to wobble, it's okay to fall. You can just come back. Good, let it go. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, hands over the heart. We'll go to the other side. Start by crouching down. Pick up the right leg and just cross it over the left, keeping the toe on the floor. This is all you need to do today. If this feels good to you, stay here. You could also pick the foot up, just cross at the legs, cross at the knees, or wrap that foot all the way around the calf. And again, getting your arms involved if you'd like. This time the right elbow is going to be on the bottom, the left elbow is going to cross over, and you can wrap your forearms around each other as well. Shoulders low, settling in, using your breath to help steady your body. Your breath and your body want to match up, so your body takes a cue from your breathing. Feel the support you have here under that strong foot. Good, let it go. Inhale, Tadasana, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Forward fold, hands come to the floor. Let's step back, big, into plank. And we're going to set the left knee on the ground and then turn your foot out, kind of like a kickstand. And you want to line up your left hand with your left knee with your right foot. They're all on the same line. The right hip is opening. It's turning back a little bit. You're opening your ribcage to the sky in this kneeling side plank. Go ahead and inhale, reach that arm overhead, palm facing the floor. Good, bring it back up and down to the floor. We'll switch sides, placing your right knee on the ground, opening your foot like a kickstand, right hand, right knee, and left foot all line up. Bring the left arm up when you're ready. Remember to keep that left hip, your rib cage opening toward the sky. You're trying to turn open. Good, and then take the left arm, palm faces the floor, and reach overhead. Good. Back up, float the hand down to the floor, and step back to plank, and back to down dog. Nice deep breaths, fingers spread wide. On the inhale, we'll come to plank, place the knees down and rock back to child's pose. So you're sitting back on your heels, your head is moving toward the floor. If it doesn't quite touch, feel free to bring your hands under your forehead or place a pillow under your forehead. Let your knees open a little bit if you need to make room for your rib cage or your belly as you breathe. Be very aware of the connection between your mat and your shins, your feet, your knees, your hands, your forehead. Good. Slowly, let's roll up. So we're sitting on our heels and then bring our legs in front of us. Good. Stretch the right one out, bend the left one, placing the foot by the right thigh. We're going to inhale both arms up, square toward the right leg, and then exhale, reach for that right calf or foot or whatever you can easily grab, equally reaching with both hands. Deep, deep stretch in the right hamstring. So every time you inhale, you're lengthening the spine, and then exhale, sinking the heart a little bit closer to the foot. You're kind of bringing the heart forward more so than down. Good. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, hands to your side. Take that left leg and cross it over your right leg. Now you could keep it on the same side or cross it over. You just want your foot to be able to rest flat on the floor. Now hug your left knee with your right arm and place your left hand at the base of your spine. With your inhale, sit tall, and with your exhale, twist, twist, twist. Use your inhales to create space in your body, and then move in that space on your exhales. You're gazing over that left shoulder, but the twist is mostly below your neck, so you're not trying to get a lot of extra twist in your neck. Good. Back to center from the belly, the chest, and then the head. Keeping the leg crossed over, you'll let the knee just fall open to the side. So you're resting your leg above the ankle and above the knee. You just don't want those joints right on top of each other. With your hands behind you, go ahead and walk your right foot in until you're feeling that stretch in the left leg. So this is kind of a seated pigeon pose. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears. So you're sitting really tall, heart is lifting. And you can always move your right foot further away from your body or closer to your body, depending on if you need more or less stretch. Good, let's slide that back out. And we will switch sides. Bend the right knee, rest the foot by the left thigh. Inhale, both arms overhead, square to the left leg, and exhale, reach for the calf or the foot. Focus first on keeping a long spine, even if that means you can't reach as far. That's okay. The important part is the stretch in the leg. Work with your breath here. Every time you exhale, that's when you go for the little deeper stretch. If it's there, sometimes it will be, sometimes it won't, but we always check. Good. Inhale, back up tall. Exhale, arms to side and lift that right knee up, placing the foot on the floor. Keep it on the same side or cross it over. Just make sure the foot can rest flat on the floor. Hug the right knee with the left arm. Bring the right hand to the base of your spine and twist, turning, looking over that right shoulder. Double check that you have both sit bones on the ground. You want to feel connected, supported on both sides of your body. You can close your eyes if you'd like, but we'll unwind now from the belly, the chest, then the head. Keep the leg crossed over, just let the knee fall to the side, hands behind you, and walk the left foot in until you feel an adequate stretch in your right hip. Again, shoulders away from the ears. Make sure you're sitting tall here. You can get a lot of that stretch just from sitting up nice and tall. Use your inhales to move space into the places where you feel the stretch. And then exhale, see if there's a little bit more that your body is ready to give you. Good, we'll scoot the left foot back out, uncross the legs, and we'll lower all the way down to the floor, going vertebra by vertebra, really controlled and slow. Good, and reach the arms overhead, legs out, making your body as long as it can be. And we'll bring our arms back to our side, away from the body, palms up. You can shake your feet a little bit, move your hips. Just kind of shake out that last bit of tension as we finish up here with Shavasana. Final relaxation. As you lie there, really become aware of the earth beneath you. Feel it under your heels, under your calves, your knees, your hamstrings, your glutes, under your back and your shoulders and your elbows and your hands, under your head. It's supporting you from top to bottom, so your muscles don't have to do anything. They can just give in to this support. They can trust it. They can know that it's there. And if your mind doesn't have to worry about your body, it knows it's taken care of, it doesn't have to think so much. So let's start to let those thoughts go as well. And they might come back, and that's okay. They'll do that. So wave at them and then wave them on. Our breath is soft and slow, and here we will rest. And let's start to wiggle our fingers and toes. Roll your ankles around a little bit. Just bring some movement back into your body. And using very little effort, roll to your right side, pausing there in a comfortable place. And again, with very little effort, we'll sit up, find comfortable again sitting. Long spine, relaxed shoulders, eyes closed. Just for a few seconds here. Remembering again that support we have from the earth beneath our feet, from the whole universe, in fact. Thank your body for what it did for you today. And I thank you for joining me. Bringing the palms together over the heart. Namaste.